Good day, class. My name is Okonkwo Francis Catherine, your basic tech auntie, JS3 class. Our topic is on metal finishes. The note on this is online, and I want you to download the note so that you can benefit more and see it clearly. Today, we are going to cover area of definition of metal finishes, metal finishing operational procedures, metal finishes, identify the method used in applying metal finishes. Students, I hope you remember what we taught last week concerning wood finishing and finishes. Metal finishes are the same thing like wood finishes. The last time we talked about wood is concerning wood, but this week we are talking about metal finishes. Can you remember a panel beater in your area who keep on beating and beating and beating a type of accidental car? What does it supposed to do? He keep after beating it, he beat it out, he put putty and smoothing it, do everything and put on paint. The end result is to make what? To make the motor beautiful. Our topic is on metal finishing. Metal finishing. Definition of metal finishing. Metal finishing is a process of changing the surface of an object for the purpose of improving its appearance and durability. This is related to electroplating, which is the production of a thin surface coating of the metal upon another by electrodeposition. Metal finishing operation procedure. Metal finishing cover operations like dressing wets, removing sharp objects using angle grinder. Students, I hope you know what they call it. Where you see people who are doing training, that tool that the man is normally used to scrape the surface of a metal. You want it to be, you want the metal to be smooth. You normally see them when they are doing training. Then we clean up or smoothing out irregularities using sandpaper or emerald cloth, which is the abrasive metal. This abrasive metal is aluminum oxide before painting. That painting is the last thing to do to apply paint to make the metal to be beautiful. And this is done by a skilled welder or a panel beater. Metal finishes. Metal finishes protect and decorate the surface of a metal as wood finishes does. Importance of metal finishes. They are to protect the metal surface from corrosion, that is, avoid contaminants. 2, to improve appearance and quality of the metal surface. 3, to identify the metal products from other products. This implies metal influence. When we keep on digging this one down, we have more. But when you download your notes, you will see a lot of it inside your notes. Metal finishing can be achieved either mechanically or chemically. In both cases, the metal surface must be cleaned before metal finishing is applied. Metal finishes are liquid, paint, porcelain, enamel. Example of it, I have chromium plates. I've told you the chromium plate, your mother has it at home. That tray with the big fish, or the one they put 20 naira moritala, that is the plate called chromium plate. You know all what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. Look for it or ask your mother the type of plate there. And you have the one that is shining. Your mother or your father, your parents, they are using it to eat at home. They call it chromium plate. They are selling it inside the market. When you come back to the school, you see the example. I mean the physical out of it. You will see it. Method used in applying metal finishes. There are various methods used in applying metal finishes. We have scratching brushing. Scratch brushing, that is mechanical. That scratch brushing is the type of brush mechanic people are using. It's a brush with metal at the mouth. You people know it, abi? When you go to mechanic workshop, ask for that brushing, the brush with teeth, metal teeth. They will show it to you. Number 2, we have liquid and enamel. This is organic coating. And number 3 is tiny and plating, which is inorganic coating. I will be taking them one by one. Scratching brushing is a method of using wire brush or fiber to remove sharp objects or ball from the surface of the metal. Organic coating. Organic coating are the paint, liquid, and enamel. They are used to improve the appearance and quality of metal surface. Before applying organic coating, a primer is first applied, which enhances adhesion and durability of the top coat. You must have seen the panel beater where they are washing. They after scraping sandpaper, cleaning and washing the motor before they now put. If there is any loophole, they use putty to fill it up. After filling it up, they will now put primer. After putting the primer, they will now put the paint. You now see the car that is beautiful. Is that so? I know it is so. Tiny and plating. This method of covering the surface of metal with coating that resists the effect of moisture. That moisture is water from the atmosphere. They are different types. But number 1 type is there, galvanizing. Call it again, galvanizing. The second one is thin plate. That thin plate it has shiny surface. Then the third one is thin plate. It has a dull appearance. I'll be taking them one by one. Galvanizing is galvanizing. In this method, the surface of the iron or steel metal is cleaned first by washing with acid. Example of this acid is hydrochloric acid, followed by coating with a flux, 30% zinc ammonium chloride solution at the temperature of 65 to 80 degrees centigrade. This solution, inside the solution, to remove the last trace of oxide. That oxide is always dark in nature. When you see any dense metal or dense plate at home, you see it is dark. Is that also? I know you know what I'm talking about. It is oxide. So in such way, the traces of that oxide is being removed from the surface before finally dipped in a molten zinc that adhere to the surface. This serves as a protective layer that is resistant to corrosion. Example of this is called hot dip galvanizing. Example of the material we can do in this, we have bolts, we have nuts, we have long structural section. An example of it is your zinc, the zinc they are using to roof the house. These are the material they get from galvanizing. And at times, you have a spoon at home. When you buy the spoon, initially, it will be shining. After some time, you will be using it to eat. You start seeing the surface of the spoon begin to turn black. Is that not so? I know you know what I'm talking about. That is the type of they galvanize or they electroplate that spoon. That is, there is a under metal there is underneath of it, there is a metal there. They now cover the surface with another metal to allow it to be shining. These are the methods they are using. We talk about the second one is tin plate. Tin plate. This method involves coating the surface of the metal with tin. Tin is an element. It is a mineral getting from the ground. They get this thing by galvanizing method. Also, it is being done by electroplating. It is used, this tin plate is used for food containers like milk. I've told you, when you open a tin of milk, inside it you will see something white. They use as if there is a paint they use to coat the inside. When they coat it, it doesn't allow corrosion to occur. And any of the tin milk that being opened, if that white slit is being opened, that means the milk, the content inside it is contaminated. Do you hear me? Any of the tin milk you have, or if the back of it is being bashed, or tomato container, if it is being bashed inside, do not use it. Such content must have been contaminated. Must have been contaminated, and it is not good for you to use it or to eat any poison food. Then another one is beverages. Most of it, if you open the container, you see the inside will be glossy, shiny. They use tin to coat the inside to avoid corrosion. And it is being done based on electroplating method. They have the metal underground. The undercoating may be a steel or iron. They will not coat another metal on top of it. As the way it is, it becomes shiny. When you open a tomato container, you will see what I'm talking about. Anytime your mother bought a tin tomato at home, collect the container and open it. So far you are still at home, you can do it. It has a rapid corrosion. When the tin flint layer breaks, that's what I'm telling you. When it is being bashed inside, the film, that layer they use to coat it, must have been opened up. And when it begins to open up, you can no longer eat the content. It must have been, the inside one, which is the iron, must have contaminated the content. So you don't need to eat it. It is poisonous. Also, this tin plate is used to produce substances in soldering application. You know what they call lead. They are using to join two metals together. You must have seen it. Electronic people are using it. These are the advantages of these tin plates. And also we have the industry where we have tin plates. We have aerospace, food services, electronic, telecommunication, and jewelry manufacturing industry. We have the template. This template is the same method like tin plate, but instead of using tin, they use lead. This lead is so cheap, but it is poisonous. They are not used for any food containers. It is only used for storage vessels, jug and funnel. And at the same time, they are using it for making roofs. It is so cheaper in alternative to zinc or lead, zinc material. It is called a thin coated stainless steel roofing. It can last to up to 100 years. You can make use of it. Assignments. Our assignment is not so difficult. This is practical method, and I want you to do it as the way you are at home. Do it yourself. Get a metal object like cans of milk, tomato, or beverage. Keep it in open air for about 5 to 6 days. Observe the changes and make your report. I want this to be recorded inside your notes, and you submit it to me when you come back. Always remember, COVID-19 is real. Keep to all the measures and stay safe. Till I see you next week. for another topic on water supply. Remain and keep safe. God bless.
Great and glorious and heartening, hearken to the prayers of your children.